Hi there guys, Dan from Blues Guitar Beginners here, and today I'm going to walk you through that riff-based 12 bar. Now, what we're doing here is a 12 bar blues, okay, except we're not using chords or we're not using any lead, we're just kind of replacing where the chord changes would be with a riff, okay, and that's, you know, really common sound in the blues, so it's a good one to get going with, okay. Now, in terms of what you're learning and what you should be thinking about what you're learning is you're learning to get a bit of movement going with your left hand. Okay, so we're going to get a bit of coordination going between when I'm putting a finger on my fretboard, okay, over here, and when I'm picking it with my right hand over here. Okay, now that's surprisingly hard when you first start playing the guitar, so it's a good chance to get that down while still learning a 12 bar. We're also going to be learning alternate picking with my right hand. So let's go through it. Let's start with the riff on E. Okay, that's the riff that we're starting with. Now, what we're doing is we're doing the open E string twice, okay, and I'm doing a down up stroke. Now, then I'm going to be getting my third finger across to the 5th fret of the E string, and I'm going to be playing that with a downstroke with my plectrum, okay? Then I'm going to come back to my third finger on the 3rd fret of the E string and do an upstroke and finish on an open E downstroke. So it's now there's a bit of a gap between the 3rd fret and the nought. In terms of when we're learning a rhythm and we're learning how to play a kind of an individual note line rhythmically, what I want you to be doing is listening. Okay, hopefully you guys do listen to the blues so you get the idea of how to swing these things, but really if you listen to the track enough that you can hum it or sing it, then you've got much more chance to be able to play this, okay? So the first part. Now do try and use those fingers. It will help you get a nice stretch across the fretboard. Remember, once again, thumb at the back, okay? Nice and flat. Allows your wrist to come round and get a nice position there, okay? Now we're going to play that riff 4 times like this. Again there. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So we played that 4 times. Now at that stage we would be going to our next chord in the blues, A. Okay, now we're going to do exactly the same pattern but now do it on the A string. So we've got an open A string twice, then the 3rd finger is coming across to the 5th fret on the A string, then the 1st finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, and then back to the open string. Okay, so really exactly the same pattern, you're just moving it down a string. And you do that one twice. Again. And then you're going to move back to the E twice. Remember your alternate picking, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, now at that point in our 12 bar we will go to our next chord, which is the B. So with your 2nd finger I want you to play the B, okay, which is the 2nd fret of the A string, and you're going to do that one twice. Then your 3rd finger is going to come underneath the B, okay, and it's going to be doing the E note, which is the 2nd fret of the D string, okay, on a downstroke, then an upstroke to the open string, D, okay, and then back to the 2nd finger on B. And we're going to do that one twice. Okay, same picking, alternate picking, and then back to the E twice. So there's your part, guys, and as you can see, there's a fair bit of finger movement there actually, but do try and stick to those very specific fingerings that I'm telling you there. The reason I'm showing you them is because I want you to get that hand stretch. I want you to get used to that movement with your fingers, okay? And do the alternate picking as well. If you nail alternate picking from the get-go, from the start, you will be a much happier person as you go through, because you're going to pick things up a lot quicker, okay? So I'm going to play that through all the way, nice and slow, count you through it, and then I'm going to let you kind of go ahead and try and get that together. There is an audio track and a PDF to help you out, so feel free to download those. Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start again. Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now I'm going to A. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Twice. Back to the E. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and to the B. Twice. At that point, you would start again. Okay, right then guys, so good luck getting that together, and I'll see you again for another lesson.